brand new video. Today we're doing MLB plays here on PrizePicks. Before we get started though, there is a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks. They will match 100% of your first deposit. Also, Discord link is in the description as well. Let's get into it though. MLB player props here at PrizePicks. We do have a ton of games today. We have some earlier games. But first I want to just go over how we did yesterday. 1 for 3 yesterday. Definitely let down here. Joe Ryan smashed his over at 5.5 Ks. Blake Snell went crazy against Colorado. Colorado, just really a depleted lineup, it feels like. Blake Snell pitched extremely well. And then Mookie Betts, no total bases at all against San Francisco. So 1 for 3 yesterday. We're going to keep it as transparent as possible. Going to keep my record here as transparent as possible as well. But let's get into it. Like I said, 3 total player props that I like on the MLB slate today. We do have some early games here coming up. I'm not going to give this Brandon Woodruff play, but I've seen just Discord, Twitter, a ton of people taking this play at 7 strikeouts over. Let me know in the comments below if you're taking it. This game's probably starting, and it's starting in like an hour from the time of me recording this video. So we got 2 games at 9:35, and then some 10-15 games here, and then the rest of the games should be in the afternoon for most of us. But let's get into it. 3 player props here on PrizePicks. Again, I'm not a gambling expert. This is not financial advice. These are just the plays I'm personally looking at making. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first play that I like, and honestly, a play I feel like not a lot of people are looking at, and one that, I mean, makes sense that people aren't taking, is Justin Verlander over 5 Ks. Obviously, the line is set for Justin Verlander at 5 because he is facing the Cleveland Indians, and Cleveland against right-handed pitchers just strike out the least amount of time in baseball, 18.2% strikeout percentage against right-handers. Now, Justin Verlander, though, if you would have said his player prop line is going to be 5 strikeouts, you're taking the over. He's hit at least 5 once. His last 5 outings, 5, 9, 10, 8, and 6. He had 6 against New York, which is kind of a good sign. Had these 2 games here where he only had 3 strikeouts against 2 pretty good offenses, and then had at least 3 games here, at least 4 straight games here, and then at least 5 in these 4 games here against at the beginning of the season. But like I said, I mean, yesterday, for example, we saw the Dodgers, who according to this list here, hit just a little bit less strikeouts, or a little bit more strikeouts than Cleveland, right? Second lowest strikeouts percentage team in baseball. We saw Alex Cobb get 8 strikeouts against them, a right-handed pitcher. So I think Justin Verlander here is in a good spot at 5 Ks. I think at bare minimum this is a push. At the end of the day, it's Justin Verlander. I mean, I know these statistics and splits and things do mean a lot, but sometimes you got to go with the pitcher. And if you believe in the pitcher, I mean, Justin Verlander having a terrific season, 14-3, 1.81 ERA. He's going to pitch well into this game as well. So I think that bodes well to give me a pretty good opportunity to get 5 Ks. I'm taking the over here on this one for Justin Verlander, 5 strikeouts. The next one is going to be another strikeout prop. It's going to be Paul Blackburn at 4.5 against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Now, Paul Blackburn was an all-star this year. Hasn't been pitching as well. I mean, I guess last game, 5 innings, no earned runs, 4 Ks. But gave up 10 earned runs against Texas, which really, inflated his ERA. Aside from that, had been pitching pretty well all season. Definitely, I mean, the lone all-star for the Oakland Athletics. But he is facing the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And Paul Blackburn is lined at 4.5. And the Angels strike out the most in baseball, 28.8% strikeout percentage here against right-handers. I also honestly have been debating either 4.5 Ks. Just going to tell you this right now. And pitcher fantasy score of 26.5. The only reason I'm shying away of 26.5 fantasy score is because there are some bats still in that lineup. No Mike Trout, but there's a potential for some earned runs there for Paul Blackburn against the Angels. So that's why I'm leaning more towards 4.5 Ks. Paul Blackburn has hit 4.5 Ks a couple times, a good amount of times this season. Obviously not a huge strikeout pitcher, but facing the Angels, I like his odds over 4.5 here. Obviously, the Angels have faced him quite a bit, but I like Paul Blackburn, 4.5 strikeouts. I like the over on this one. And then the last play is going to be a hitter fantasy score, and it's going to be Freddie Freeman at 7.5. I feel like 7.5 for Freeman's a good deal, considering like Mookie Betts is at 8.5 and Trey Turner's at 8.5 as well. 7.5 for Freddie Freeman. He is facing, I believe, Jacob Junis, right-handed pitcher, I believe. Yeah, Junis. This game's at 12:45, by the way. Jacob Junis, right-handed pitcher. And Freddie Freeman splits against righties he's pretty dominant, right? Almost look at 339 against righties, 291 against lefties. He still hits 291 against lefties. It's crazy. But 339 against righties, 977 OPS, 561 slugging, 417 OBP. Yeah, Freddie Freeman in a great spot here in that potent Dodger lineup. They didn't have a great day yesterday, at least the top three guys, Trey Turner, Freeman, and Betts. So I think they bounce back today. Freddie Freeman at 7.5 seems like a good deal here, good priced, or I guess well boarded right there at 7.5. I like the over on this one, facing Jacob Junis. So those are the 3 player props I have. Justin Verlander over 5Ks, Paul Blackburn over 4.5Ks, and Freddie Freeman over 7.5 projected hitter fantasy score. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these props. Please drop a like on this video, hit the subscribe button, join the Discord as well, and as always, have a great day.